Military for the Restoration of National Security and Public Order statement. Established by the high leadership of different branches of the armed forces, the High Military Command for the Restoration of National Security and Public Order has just assumed full powers of the State of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. Deeply committed to the values of national security, civil peace, the defense of territorial integrity, and the independence of Guinea-Bissau, the High Military Command for the Restoration of National Security and Public Order is currently responding to the recent discovery of an ongoing, carefully orchestrated plan to destabilize and undermine the stability of our country. For the execution of this plan, an elaborate and detailed operational scheme was meticulously set up by certain national politicians, both national and foreign, as well as an attempt to manipulate election results. The implementation of this plan was discovered by the State Intelligence Service, a cache of war weapons. Thus, until the entire situation is properly clarified and the conditions for a full return to constitutional normality are restored, the High Military Command for the Restoration of National Security and Public Order has decided to immediately depose the President of the Republic, to close until further notice of all institutions of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau.
Gunfire cracked through the dawn air in Bissau as panic swept across the capital, and within hours, Guinea-Bissau had fallen sharply into the grip of yet another military takeover. Soldiers stormed key government installations, shut down borders, silenced the media, and declared they were now in full control of the country. In a tense broadcast on state television, uniformed officers announced that the democratic process had been suspended, the government dissolved, and a new military command had taken charge to restore order. What began as confusion quickly turned into a nationwide lockdown as checkpoints appeared across the streets and citizens were ordered to stay indoors. The coup erupted barely days after the disrupted November 23rd presidential and parliamentary elections, an exercise already concluded by tension and rival claims of victory. The nation was still waiting for official results when the military moved in, claiming they had uncovered a sinister plot to destabilize the country and manipulate the vote. Their spokesperson, Dennis Hanna, stood stiffly before the cameras and accused unnamed politicians, foreign handlers, and even a powerful drug baron of trying to push Guinea-Bissau into chaos. According to the junta, taking power was the only way to save the republic. But as soldiers patrolled the streets, fear and uncertainty spread across the population. Guinea-Bissau, a nation already wounded by decades of coups, counter-coups, and political mistrust, found itself thrown once again into the deep waters of instability. International partners reacted within minutes. The United Nations expressed deep concern. Portugal demanded an immediate end to the violence and a return to the democratic path, while the African Union observers warned that derailing the electoral process threatens to push the country into a dangerous vacuum. Yet, inside Bissau, the reality is harsher. Borders are shut, communication is controlled, and the fate of the nation now lies squarely in the hands of the men in uniform. Today, Guinea-Bissau stands on the edge, suspended between a broken election and an uncertain military rule. The world is watching closely, but the people of Bissau are watching with fear in their eyes, wondering how long this chapter will last and whether democracy will ever take a firm foot in their soil. This is Pihoa Network News, keeping you informed, keeping you ahead.